Merhabalar arkadaşlar, Skyrim'e hoş geldiniz. Geçen bölümde kayıp kitapları bulmuştuk. Şimdi Uruk, Groşab'a gidip kitapları teslim edeceğiz.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Anlaşıldı, anlaşıldı. Al, kayıp kitaplarını bulduk.
And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Irmakların Evlimi, Nive'nin Kızı. Eğitim kitapları veriyor bize arkadaşlar. Silah tılsımları. Bu tılsım kitabı. Şu Nive'nin Kızı yıkımdı galiba. Kara sanatlar çağırma olması lazım. Şimdi Ravel'e mi gidiyoruz? Tolftir.
Good to see Skyrim still has such
Urox gelip seni görmemi istedi.
Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Muhtemelen. Gözyaşı Gecesi adında bir kitap bulduk.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Ayleid, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But this marvelous object, it practically and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aran is already hard. Hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruption.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Sebep?
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Bu Ankara ne uyuz birisiymiş ya. Casus olduğunda sen burada sadece bir danışman değil misin?
That is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
Gidelim bakalım.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Anahtar gerekli mi? Kendisi gelene kadar bizi de sokmadı içeri.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
Neler oluyor? Herkese ne oldu?
I'd
Donup
simply like
kaldılar.
to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance. And attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
Eğer bir tehlike varsa sen neden bir şey
I'm afraid
yapmıyorsun?
it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Peki tam olarak sorun
As you may
ne?
have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
Benden ne bekliyorsun
We
o zaman?
believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Peki bu kain nereden bulabilir?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to
Peki.
say something?
Ben direkt Tolftir'e gideyim. Neler biliyormuş
I
bir
think the
sorayım.
college is due for
Tabii
a change
çekilin
in
önümden.
leadership. If you're working on any experiments,
Önümü kesmesinler
please
diye
clean
diğer
up
kapıdan
yourself.
çıkıp yolu uzattım. Hala burası Skyrim. Bu da Skyrim. Ne oldu? Nereden çıktık? Şuradan biraz daha aşağı ineceğiz herhalde. Evet. Tolftir, burada mısın hala?
The local Nords may not like us very
Sen
much.
Dunlane'le ilgili bir
They
şey
don't seem to
bilmiyorsun.
mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
Tolftir hemen buraları bırakıp gitmiş mi ya? Sana sorayım
What you
Savos.
learn here
Dunlane
was,
kaynını hiç
has
duydun mu?
Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Now if you'll
O
excuse me,
zaman Tolftir'e soracağız.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We
Peki.
always look after our own.
Dunlane
Well,
kaynını
now,
hiç duydun mu?
there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Midden nerede?
Underneath the college.
Biliyoruz
It's not the
gerçi.
nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Peki.
Until next time.
Gidelim bakalım. Fırtına ifriti asamızı yaptığımız yerde. Yani direkt orada değil de orası da Midden. Gideceğimiz yerde Mida'nın içinde geçiyor. Şimdi bunlar geri canlanmış mıdır? Canlanmış. Şimdi karşımıza bir buz hayaleti çıkma ihtimali var. Bu neymiş böyle? Bunu da ilk defa fark ediyorum. Oyunu yıllardır oynuyorum ama hala yeni fark ettiğim şeyler var arkadaşlar.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Donlayın bir ışık hüzmesi arkadaşlar.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
Aradığım şey ne ki?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
Thalmor mu? Ankano'dan
One
bahsediyoruz.
who calls himself Ankano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
Neye ihtiyacımız var?
You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Aha, kayboldu. Peki hemen Savos'a dönelim. Diğer taraftan dolaşmamız lazım. Burada bir şeyler tekrar canlanmış gibi ses çıkartıyor ama nereden geliyor ki o sesler?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Sizin için önemli bilgiler getirdim.
Really? And what might that be?
Magnus'un asasını bulmamız
I'm sorry,
gerekiyor.
what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
Bulduğumuz küreyle bir bağlantısı var.
And how do you know of this?
Dalnain Kaini ile konuştum.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
Bahsettiğin kişi de ben oluyorum, değil mi?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Büyü tacı. Neymiş o büyü tacı? Efsun 70 artar. Hiçbir işimize yaramaz. Mirabelle'le konuşalım.
Please, if there are any problems, let me know. It's my
Magnus'un
job to
asası
keep
hakkında ne
things... Well,
biliyorsun?
now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Baş büyücü Aren senin geçenlerde asadan bahsettiğini söyledi.
Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Büyücüler mecliste kim oluyormuş?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
Yani asanın yerini kimse bilmiyor mu?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
O zaman Mzulft'a gidiyoruz. Mzulft'ı daha önce keşfetmiştik. Neredeydi? Burada.
Get nervous around dwarven stonework. Legends say these cities are haunted.
Crystal. Gone.
Ne kristali?
Find Paratus. Inoculary.
Aha gitti. Özel anahtarı, araştırma günlüğü. Günlüğüne neler yazmışsın bakalım. Görevli, konsey grubunuzun çabaların ilerleyişini sürdürmediğinin farkında. Özellikle odak kristali açıklamalarının tam anlamı ile yanlış olduğunu öğrenmekten dolayı hiç hoşnut değiller. Bütün Yıldız Meclisi durmaksızın çalışıyor ve konsey yeni kristalin ihtiyaçlarımızı tam anlamıyla karşılayacağını oldukça emin. Kristali gelince teslim etme vesilesi ile görevlendirildiniz. İşlerinizi bitirin ve eksiksiz bir raporu elinizden geldiğince hızlı bir şekilde konseye teslim edin. Konsey kristali Yıldız merceğine şahsen götüreceğinize ve başka bir karışıklığa izin vermeyeceğinize güveniyor. Baş yardımcı Ororel. Peki, buradan ilerleyeceğiz herhalde. Az önce aldığımız anahtarla açılır bu. Gene kafamıza örümcekler, toplar düşecek diye stres yapmaya başladım. Tuzağa basma Belrand. Tuzağa basma, bu taraftan gel. Bu arada Belrand, şu ruh cevherlerini gene sana vereyim ben. Sonra silahına bir bakalım. Evet, bitmiş. Bir tane de büyük, kocaman harcamayalım. Büyük harcayalım. Şu yeterli olur. Şunu bir şarj edelim. Büyüyle tam şarj oluyormuş.
Just kidding. Let's go.
Haydi yola devam. Bu arada arkadaşlar, daha fazla ilerlemeden burada bir paydos diyelim. Bugünlük süremizin sonuna gelmişiz. Buraya kadar takip ettiğiniz, izlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Bir sonraki bölümde Mızalt'ı temizleyeceğiz. Görevin sonunu getireceğiz. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.